AITA for telling my parents that being better parents to their younger children does not make up anything to me? My parents had me when they were still pretty young, both 21. They weren't really secure and didn't have a maternal or paternal instinct back then. Because of this, my dad's parents stepped up and they would take care of me when my parents were busy with school or work or anything really. I was basically raised by my grandparents for 13 years, and when I was 13 it only stopped because my life got busier at the encouragement of my grandparents. I was in extracurriculars, paid for by my grandparents, and spending more time with friends and exploring the world. My grandparents taught me a lot of skills from cooking and cleaning to how to take care of myself. They did it because they were aware I might not get taken care of if something happened to them and I was left with just my parents. For years my parents resented me. I know it, they know it, and my grandparents know it. They showed it in smaller ways. Complaining when I asked for their signature or when my grandparents told them they needed to show up at parent conferences at my school. They would grumble about me being sick and ask my grandparents to deal with it. Sometimes they would take me to an amusement park and get annoyed when they couldn't go on all the rides together because that meant leaving me alone. Sometimes my grandparents had plans and couldn't let me stay with them for a night and my parents wanted to go out. Then they had more kids who are 3 and 1 now, and they are way better parents to them. I'm not saying they're perfect because nobody is. But they are being parents to them. They deal with every tantrum without acting like they hate the baby. They play with them, read bedtime stories, sing with them, fight over who stays home with a sick kid because both want to be there. They know their 3-year-old's favorite foods and music. They want these kids. It only came to my attention recently, because my parents suddenly decided the 3 of us needed therapy, that they felt them being better parents to their younger children meant I would forgive them and it would make it up to me for not being there for me. Even though they still aren't. They talked about me being distant and not spending time with the family and how they don't know me. I told them of course they don't because they were never around me, and when they were, they wished I wasn't there. I told them they can't honestly expect that being better parents to their other kids would make it up to me. They mentioned something about siblings and how I speak like they're not, and I said because my parents are dad's parents, not them, and the kids I live with have different parents to me in a very different life. I also reiterated that being better to them is good because no kid should go through what I did, but it doesn't make anything up to me. They told me it was spiteful to not take joy in my siblings having better, and they accused me of being stubborn and unforgiving. AITA,